Konnichiwa Minna. Hello everybody. In this video, I will be talking about my history with Yugioh. So I know that a couple of you wanted to know about my history with Yugioh. So here's the video. So basically, I really liked Yugioh ever since I was a small child. I got into watching the show long time ago when it used to be on Cartoon Network. I remember me and my brother would just watch the show. And you would think that, oh, my brother would like the show and I wouldn't, because the Yu-Gi-Oh show is more geared towards boys and men, basically. But like it's actually like the reverse. He didn't like the show. I love the show, like as a kid and still do to this day. So I was watching the show, really enjoyed it. Like I really liked Yugi and Kaiba and Mai, and and then of course me being a girl, I really like the Toon Monsters. I really like Harpies. I really like Amazons, stuff like that. So I continued watching the show, and then when Yu-Gi-Oh GX came out, I pretty much didn't give it much of a shot because I didn't like change. So I basically just skipped GX. I didn't really care for it. But then I got into 5Ds, and I really loved 5Ds. I liked Yusei. I liked the theme song, the "Going Fast Makes Me Feel Alive, My Heart Beats in Hyperdrive." Like I really liked that song as a kid, still do. So that's basically my history with like the show. And then I got into the TCG. So back in that time period, I was more into Pokemon. Pokemon was like my main TCG like at the time, but I did like Yu-Gi-Oh. I kind of liked Yu-Gi-Oh like on the side. And then so I remember my parents, because back in that time period they sold like English cards, like the English booster packs, and then they also sold the Spanish packs. And then sometimes my parents would buy the Spanish packs, and then all of the cards would be like in Spanish, and I'm like, what is this? I can't read it because I don't read Spanish. So I did collect some of the cards, and then I think my cousin used to be into Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Like I remember he would just give me Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like he would have like a whole pail of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and and of course, they were all bent and just terrible condition. But he would just give me Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So yeah, like I don't think he plays anymore. Like I think he sold like his entire Yu-Gi-Oh collection, and then now he's a full-time Pokemon TCG player slash judge slash professor. So then I was watching videos on YouTube. Like I remember watching like School of Duel. Like I do remember watching that, and then I watched a lot of the OG Yugi tubers. Like shout out to those people. But I would watch Team APS. I would watch Cyber Knight. I would watch Yugi No No, Galactic God, Starstruck Duelists. So I think those were the main Yugi tubers that I would watch. Like and then like that's what really got me into like the card game. So basically I would just use the cards that I had and just build decks with them, even though they weren't like really good, because of course me being a child, like I didn't have a job, so I had to use what I had. So I just really liked old school Yu-Gi-Oh. I really liked how slow it was. I really liked how you had your five monster card zones, your five spell and trap card zones, your graveyard, your field spell zone, and then it used to be called the fusion deck back in the day. Now it's called the Hextra deck. So yeah, I just like the old school way of playing Yu-Gi-Oh. It was just much slower. I could understand everything. Like if you wipe out your opponent's board, it's actually really bad because back in the day, like if you can just wipe out your opponent's board, that was really devastating. But now modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, you could just wipe out your opponent's board, and it really does not matter because Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes nowadays are all about resurrecting stuff from the graveyard because the graveyard has become a second hand, which like I miss the days when Gravekeepers was like the only deck back in the day that could resurrect stuff from the graveyard. So yeah, like I really liked synchros, love synchro monsters, and then Hexeed's monsters were like okay, and then you got into pendulums, and I just didn't like it with like the scales and stuff, and you could just special summon all these monsters. I just didn't like that. Like, and then Lynx, I was not the biggest fan of because that's 2 extra spaces on the board that you got to remember. And then like if your deck didn't have a Link monster, then your deck just could not work. I just was not the biggest fan of Lynx. It was just really, really hard for me to grasp. So I basically just stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a very long time. So like I said, you know what? Like I quit playing this game. I'll just stick with watching the show, watching season 0, reading the volumes, like and stuff like that. Like and then in 2019, Speed Duels came along, or Duel Links, I guess. So I was on YouTube, and then I was scrolling down, and then on the official Yu-Gi-Oh website, there was a video that says how to play Speed Duels, and I'm like, what is Speed Duels? What is that? And then I clicked on the video, and then I hear Pegasus' voice, which is awesome, teaching people how to play Speed Duels. And it was so cool. I loved it. I loved how the board is cut in half from like 5 to 3. Like instead of 8,000 life points, like it's cut down to 4,000 life points. Like instead of 5 cards, it's 4 cards. Like instead of 40 to 60 cards, it was 20 to 30 cards, and then the extra deck is 6 cards instead of 15. So basically everything was just cut in half. No main phase 2, and then the skill cards. Like I really like the skill cards because it uses characters from the show, which I love. And then the Yu-Gi-Oh characters had like their skills like matched to them. And then the vanilla monsters are actually worth playing like in Speed Duels because like it depends on the skill card. Like for example with Yugi, you have Guy the Fierce Knight, you have Mega Tsunami, which has like this sea dragon creature thing. And then you have like Rex with Serpent Knight Dragon. So like Speed Duels was really, really nice because vanilla monsters are actually worth playing. Unlike modern Yu-Gi-Oh, which you barely use vanilla monsters at all. So yeah, and then I just stuck with Speed Duels. Like I said before, like in previous videos, but like if it wasn't for Speed Duels, I would have never gotten back into Yu-Gi-Oh. Because I'm not really the biggest fan, like I said before, of modern Yu-Gi-Oh. I just don't understand what's going on. It's so complicated. And I feel like you have to have the best deck in order to win. And I just didn't like that. And that's why I stuck with Speed Duels. And yeah, that's basically the history when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. Still love Speed Duels. Like I cannot wait for Speed Duels to make a return in the future because I do love 5Ds and I do like synchros. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. So yeah, guys, what is your history with Yu-Gi-Oh? I would love to know. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Matane!